Yashodanandan Prajajanandan Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Jaya Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Stotra Shatri Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Shrimad Bhagavad Gita Ki Gaur Premanandi. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru Gauranga, glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Okay. Hare Krishna. Can we hear? Well, we have also video. Greetings to all the devotees as well on the internet who are watching now or will watch in the future as well. We have our scripture, Bhagavad Gita, the song of Krishna, song of the Bhagavan, in which he gives the essence of all the Vedic knowledge. And we are in the chapter 17, and I'm given to speak on the text 18. Text 17, I was sent to text 18. Okay. I prepared on the text 18 because I was sent by the Mahajwala Prabhu 17:18. Oh? So you didn't have English 17, you didn't have it? Yes. Okay, then I'll read, we can read also 16. 17 we can read since you, and then we go on the 18. The divisions of fate, 14, 16. 16 was a great one, huh? That's one of my favorite slokas, and purport is amazing, eh? Purport is very, very amazing on the number 16. And then, okay, we'll read the 17 and then also 18, okay? Okay. Because there is no purport 17, so it's naturally okay. So we can sing 17, but we will then chant together 18, because 18 has a purport as well. The Prabhupada, okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Gita Sugita Kartavya Kim Annai Shastra Vistarai Yasvayam Padmanabhasya Mukhat Padmanvinisrita Bharatamrita Sarvasvam Vishnor Vaktrat Vinisrita Gito Gango Dakampitva Punarjanmana Vidyate. So we have, 17 we sing, and we'll see what Krishna has and Srila Prabhupada and Acharyas, what treasure they prepared for us. Śraddhayā parayā taptam tapas tat tri-vidhaṁ naraiḥ aphala-ākāṅkṣibhiḥ yuktaiḥ sāttvikam paricakṣate. I will just read myself here for you. Śraddhayā, with faith, parayā, transcendental, taptam, executed, tapaḥ, austerity, tat, that, tri-vidham, of three kinds, naraiḥ, by man, aphala-ākāṅkṣibhiḥ, who are without desires for fruits, yuktaiḥ, engaged, sāttvikam, in the mode of goodness, paricakṣate, is called. So the translation sounds, this threefold austerity performed with transcendental faith. So this threefold austerity performed with transcendental faith by man, not expecting material benefits, but engaged only for the sake of the Supreme, is called austerity in goodness. So just to give a small overview for those also who are listening, this is like the conclusion of the small section where Krishna explained three kinds, or a threefold austerity. Austerity of body, mind and words. Yeah. Explain three types. This threefold austerity. Threefold means austerities of body, austerities of speech, and austerities of mind. And explained in the texts before, verses before, is good. This is little technical, informational, but it's very, very precious, very useful, so that we know how we, what are the austerities of the body. It's brahmacharya, celibacy. It is offering respects to seniors by body, mother and father and guru and seniors, offering respects. This is austerity of body. What else was the austerity of body? Is ahimsa, to not perform violence. These are some examples of the bodily austerity. Then the austerities of speech, we can recall speaking words which are beneficial, hita priyam, and which are nice to hear. Speaking beneficial words and speaking truth, and abhyasa, speaking from the scriptures, reciting scriptures. These are some of the austerities of speech. And austerities of mind, mana prasada, that's interesting. The austerity of mind is prasada, as satisfaction. Austerity of mind is satisfaction, mana prasada. Because, Srila explains that mind can be satisfied only when it is detached from sense, thinking about sense enjoyment. That's interesting. Mana prasada saumyatvam, maunam, seriousness in thought. So these were the satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, purification of one's existence are the austerities of mind. So all these austerities together, threefold austerity, when it is performed, how? This text explains, when performed with transcendental faith by men, not expecting material benefits, but engaged only for the sake of the Supreme, is called austerity in goodness. It's great. It's very, very high. In this world, always goodness, especially in the age of Kali, goodness is rare. Right? It's precious to see when we see goodness. Then now we have text 18. We will see how it looks in the mood of passion. Please let us chant it. Satkaramana pujartham tapodambhena chaivayat kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalam adruvam satkaramana pujartham tapodambhena chaivayat kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalam adruvam. Please chant. Satkaramana pujartham tapodambhena chaivajat kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalamadruvam. Satkaramana pujartham tapodambhena chaivayat kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalam adruvam. Satkaramana pujartham tapodambhena chaivayat kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalam adruvam. Satkaramana pujartham tapodambhena chaiva yat kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalam adhruvam. Okay, satkara, respect, mana, honor, puja and worship, artham, for the sake of tapaḥ, austerity, dambhena, with pride, cha, also, eva, certainly, yat, which, kriyate, is performed, tat, that, iha, in this world, proktam, is said, rajasam, in the mode of passion, chalam, flickering, adhruvam, temporary. So the translation of the penance performed in the mode of passion is like this. Penance performed out of pride and for the sake of gaining respect, honor and worship is said to be in the mode of passion. It is neither stable nor permanent. So I'll repeat once again. Penance performed out of pride and for the sake of gaining respect, honor and worship is said to be in the mode of passion. It is neither stable nor permanent. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Sometimes penance and austerity are executed to attract people and receive honor, respect and worship from others. Persons in the mode of passion arrange to be worshipped by subordinates and let them wash their feet and offer riches. Such arrangements artificially made by the performance of penances are considered to be in the mode of passion. The results are temporary, they can be continued for some time, but they're not permanent. Okay. We'll offer our homage to disciplic succession. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chaksurin Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatrubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Now I'm empowered. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So satkara mana puja artam tapo dambena chaiva jat kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalam adhruvam. Penance performed out of pride and for the sake of gaining respect, honor and worship is said to be in the mode of passion. It is neither stable nor permanent. So it is you see, when we hear about passion and ignorance, it's usually somehow familiar. Somehow familiar, because we see it a lot in this world. We can see a lot of that in this world, especially in the age of Kali. That's natural. It's natural for this age. It happens. And since I like to analyze things, I was thinking Satkara says respect, respect, then man, honor, and then puja, worship. Puja, worship. Srila Prabhupada included all this, but I was looking at the commentaries of acharyas, other acharyas, and they explain, like Baladev Vidyabhushan, he explained Satkara word, and he says, satkara means glorifying somebody with words, like, oh, this is a great, ascetic. You are very great ascetic. That is satkara, an example of satkara. And then he says mana. Mana means giving respect by, for example, by bodily. This was words, and this is like body. You get up. The person comes, you're getting up, or in some way by body, showing respect. So mana and puja are all other things of showing respect, as Prabhupada mentions here, arrange to be worshipped by subordinates and let them wash their feet and offer riches, giving riches to. That's example of puja. So when we see that this is happening when the spiritual master comes, isn't it? When spiritual master comes, we give to spiritual master satkara, mana, and puja, isn't it? Yes. Yes, a lot of it we give to the spiritual master. A lot, actually, it is required to. That's why we say nama, nama om, nama means not my, na ma, without my man, without my man, I give man to, not to me. I reject my own man. I'm humbling myself before my spiritual master, before my teacher. And this is the quality of great personalities. Great personalities are humble. They are endowed with all auspicious qualities, virtues. But we see that this is the world of the three gunas, and we as a practitioner, practicing devotees can notice these things that we can notice sometimes the elements of rajas and tamas. It happens at the moment. Especially actually when we just join, when we come, and then usually we are pure devotee. Usually. And then when the time goes by, we realize more and more my own impurities. And then we think, what's going on? That's how it goes. When I just came, I thought, I'm a pure devotee. That must have been very funny to Krishna. But as time goes, your anarthas become manifested, and then you become more and more humble, isn't it? That's usually how it goes, and that's confirmed by the acharyas. There is utsahamai. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that in the beginning we have this unsteady devotional service, which is marked, characterized by some qualities like utsahamai. Utsahamai, full of enthusiasm. You think you're gonna conquer the world. Utsahamai. It means. It's a little sarcastic word. Utsahamai means you are filled with enthusiasm, but it's actually not a real enthusiasm based on realization knowledge. It is flickering. And the result of that is ghana tarala, that our devotional service becomes ghana, sometimes very condensed, and sometimes very... how do you say, very opposite of condensed, English word. Okay, opposite of condensed. I cannot remember now English word. Of condensed. Liquid, yeah, okay. Liquid becomes dispersed. Weak, strong and weak. We have strong, and another day, one day we are completely fixed, another day we are completely out. So like this. These are the signs of unsteady devotional service until we get free from anarthas, at least to such an extent that we can be steady in the practice. Anarthas can be still there in our mind, but they cannot impede our steadiness in practice. Then it's called nishtha. It's very precious level to reach, very, very precious level to reach. So here it said this word dambhena, damba. Sanskrit sounds, damba means already sounds like, somebody who is, proud. So damba, yeah. So dambhena is done with pride. It is done with pride and just for the personal gratification. And that, of course, cannot be something long-lasting. Hare Krishna, welcome, Prabhuji. Yes, so this word damba is interesting, and it reminded me on the devotional service practiced within the three gunas. Because when I joined Krishna consciousness in Italy, it was also Vrindavana, Villa Vrindavana. I was 15. I joined Brahmacharya ashram, and I thought really that I am. That's it. So maybe after 5 years I will see Krishna. I was thinking like this. Well, maybe after 5 years of this, maybe before, maybe I will see Krishna. Maybe I got realization of my spiritual nature. So that was my ambition. Like, wow, who knows what's happened after 5 years? After 5 years, it was even much more difficult than the first year. So many things happened. Many things happen. So this is how it goes. So damba, a pride. Yeah, that's what this one. When I started speaking, this was actually in my mind, and I thought when I joined, there in Italy, I thought that everyone is a pure devotee. I had this conviction. I thought devotee means pure devotee. I didn't know that there can be a devotee that is not pure devotee. And I was offering obeisance to every single devotee, and then Krishna arranged amazing lesson for me that I saw, I witnessed some acts of some devotees that I was like thinking, wow, what is this? This is so. First, I realized not everyone is a pure devotee, or they are doing this and they're doing that. But even if they are doing this and that, they are devotees, and they are more advanced than me. But I just joined. I just came. So these things that start happening, then they got very much clear when I read in the third canto the devotional service within the three gunas. So then you realize, there can be devotional service in the mode of passion and in the mode of ignorance as well. And I saw it. I saw this devotional service and I practiced it as well. Well, this is now a little bit for spiritual warriors, a real spiritual warrior. When you become somehow conscious, aware that myself, I am performing in the mode of passion. And I'm performing in the mode of ignorance. My bhakti is bhakti in the mood of ignorance. Wow. That's precious. when we realize something about our lack, that's precious. That's a mercy, a big mercy. And this is described, if you want to study it, it's very interesting with the purports of Srila Prabhupada. That's the third canto. 29th chapter. 29, also who see on the video, if you wish to see how it looks, this devotional service in the gunas, it is 3:29 and texts from 8 until 13, something like this, 8 to 13, 14. And there, Lord Kapila explains devotional service, how it looks in the mode of passion. And he says in the mode of in mode of ignorance, and he adds the mode of ignorance, the word damba. He says in the mode of ignorance, devotional service is practiced with pride. And Srila Prabhupada in the purport explains that this devotee thinks I'm the best devotee. And he will also be violent towards other devotees. Violence toward the devotees. Kick them, or this is the mode of ignorance. Even it can be a senior Vaishnava, by years. But if you notice this, you can see, this could be a mood of ignorance. And what you do then, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur explains, you respect. You respect, but because it's a devotee. Now it's manifesting this guna, Now, not forever. Now, at this time, is manifesting this quality, which is bad, which is degrading. So I offer, if you see the character which is not good, we can see character which is not good, but it is a devotee. How is possible? I could never connect this, but it's happening. And it's happening with myself, in certain degrees, we can see it. So then Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur explains, yes, you don't criticize, you offer respect. Why? Because it's a devotee. It's a mango. No? I like this example of mango, the king of fruits, but it's not ripe. If you take the unripe mango and bite, what will happen? Your mouth dries up, But it's a mango, but not for tasting. So you will offer your respects, you will not associate. You will not associate. You keep distance. Keep distance, but keep respect. This is so important. Keep respect. Very important. So, and he categorizes this service in the mode of ignorance as with damba. It's sometimes pride. Usually damba is also the demoniac quality. He's described it in the chapter with demoniac qualities is damba as well. So sometimes it will be classified as rajas, sometimes as tamas, depends, In this case, in this verse itself, which we read today, is in the mode of passion, but in other place will be classified as a mode of ignorance in Srimad Bhagavatam. Devotional service with pride. With pride. Devotional service with the desire to have material benefits is the mood of passion. Material benefits or glory of the body, of this temporary identity, some recognition. This is in the mode of passion. Or riches, I want to achieve riches. This is very somehow near to this shloka here. And the devotional service, the mode of goodness, sattva guna. The devotee wants to get rid of all this. He wants to get liberated from all these impurities. This is sāttvikam, bhakti, sattvika bhakti. And then there is nirguna, the devotional service which is transcendental. This does nothing to do with my purification or me. It's just pure attraction for Krishna. Madguna Shruti, Lord Kapila Dev says, Madguna Shruti Matrena, just by hearing about my qualities, immediately this devotee becomes so attracted, immediately. So strongly attracted, just like a Ganges that flows, the flow of surge of the Ganges cannot be stopped. It's just, this is a pure devotional service which is avyavahita or apratihata, and ahaituki. Ahaituki means there is no cause. No cause. No cause means there is no material cause. And it is causeless. That's what that actually means. That means it's natural. Causeless actually means it's natural. Completely natural for the soul. So this is a very precious and useful analysis of devotional service. I can analyze myself, where I am, and this were very advanced in our devotional service. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna. That's about a little bit about this. I want to read you as well a bit about this devotional service. So I'm reading about Rajasa Bhakti. The worship of deities in the temple by a separatist, this is called, with the motive for material enjoyment, fame and opulence is devotion in the mode of passion. Srila Prabhupada explains that a separatist or pritak bhava or bina drik is one who sees his interest as separate from that of the Supreme Lord. When I see my interest separate from that of the Supreme Lord, I'm in the category of devotional service in the mode of rajas or tamas. They both have this quality. Sattva is not, is something between. No? It's my self-interest, but it is, I want to get purified, so it's pure. I want to get rid of this. So it's the purification, level of purification. And wherever I have this attitude, I want to get purified. It's auspicious. That will help us. It will help us to advance. While we practice mode of ignorance and mode of passion, it's not will help. No, it will not help. But fortunately, the three gunas are always mixed. So, if we analyze our own devotion, when I analyze my own devotional service, I will see. You will always see. We always have some elements of just some elements of tamas. No, will be there. We can see how much is tamas. You can just see, and you will see also sattva is there, and then we will see also some of the nirguna is there as well. Some natural attraction. This natural attraction happens only even to ordinary people. But it is not permanent. But it happens. They hear the Harinam. They hear devotees chanting out on the street. I witnessed this so many times. Some people just passing by, neutral. Some people get annoyed, and some people get so attracted, that they get like a gopis, when they hear Krishna's flute, they're stunned. And then you get so much faith in the holy name, because you see the effect. And some of these people, they become devotees. I witnessed this, not once. So the power of executing the order of the spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada, without my qualification, just by accepting this order sincerely and trying to do it, Krishna is acting through us. And holy name manifests, and people become attracted, and their heart change, and they become devotees. That means they start worship Krishna, and they start hearing about Krishna. They in their heart they feel they don't belong anymore in this world. Just by hearing the Mahamantra, amazing. Knowledge immediately, janayati ashu vairagyam, and jnanam tadahaitukam. The causeless knowledge becomes manifested by bhakti. So just by hearing the holy name, they feel some call of the soul. And I say, I don't belong here in this world. I want to go with them. I want to go with them. This is not, it's coming from the heart. It's just called, that is the power of the mercy of the holy name. It's the power. So, and this is called pure devotional service, nirguna. This is nirguna. Immediately, contact with pure devotional service is there. And then when we start practicing and we dedicate ourselves, then the work starts, hard work starts. Then you see, oh, I have this, I have that. Okay, let me work on it. Let me work on it. Okay. Yeah, and then we have another dimension of Dhamma, which is completely spiritual. Wow, how is that? Spiritual pride. This is, when we see pride, nobody is very much delighted, isn't it? Because it's false pride. No, it's not natural. Nobody is happy to see a proud man. Nobody is very much happy to see. Even materialists are not happy to see proud men. Nobody is too happy. I think, only himself is happy, and temporarily happy. As Radhanath Swami had a wonderful saying. He says, if you do something great, something really good and great, and you give all credit to yourself, your false ego, your ego may be satisfied for some time, but your heart will be empty. But if you recognize that your own endeavor, which something that you accomplished, is the blessing from above, and there were other elements there, other people who get the credit. You give credit to others in other ways. You give credit to God and to others. What will be then? Your ego will not be nourished, your false ego, but your heart will be full of joy. Natural. It's because it's true. Nothing we can accomplish alone. We are not alone. We are getting intelligence, we are getting inspiration, we're getting encouragement from others, we are getting the instruments to work are not mine, giving to me. So actually, this is that's why Srila Prabhupada says humility means reality. Humility is not something, it's reality. It's seeing the things as really as they are. And that means we have our endeavor, my surrender, but then there is so many elements that help, assist in what I do. Okay, that's one. Just a side, interesting, important point from Radhanath Swami, and I forgot now which I was going to say before that when I turned into this. So, Dhamma, yeah, I was speaking about spiritual Dhamma. So this pride of, for example, where we have this pride which is very tasty for us, very we enjoy, devotees enjoy when they see this pride of, for example, Nimai Pandit. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was Nimai Pandit, he was very proud. He was very proud. Because he could defeat anybody in the arguments of logic. He could defeat anybody. And he was very enjoying to argue with devotees and give them arguments on different logical points. So for us, when we read this, we appreciate so much, wow, Lord himself is, masked. Now he's playing a role of a scholar, of a proud scholar. And nobody could defeat Lord Chaitanya. At that time, Nimai, young Nimai, he was 12, he already had disciples. When he was 12 years old, so many disciples he had. So he would establish a point and nobody could refute it. And then he himself would refute by arguments. And then established again by another argument, and they refuted again, back and forth. So everybody would, this is out of our, this is wow. So devotees at that time, they were not much happy with Lord's pride. I remember this scene, it's from Chaitanya Bhagavata, but it's in the movie of Nimai, Nimai of Nimai of Nadia. In the movie you can see the scene, which is a very funny scene. Nimai Pandit is going on the road walking, and he sees Mukunda there, his friend Mukunda. And Mukunda sees him also, and when Mukunda sees Nimai, Lord Chaitanya, he all of a sudden looks in another direction, and like he saw somebody, and he disappears. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at that time, Nimai, they are avoiding me because they don't want to argue with him. It's too much, too dry logic and argument. They don't want this. So this was the pastime, amazing pastime of Lord Chaitanya. He says, I said, okay, now you're running away from me, but I'm telling you, in the future, I'll become such a great devotee that you will all worship me. So when this is the pride of God, no? He's completely proud. When he is humble, he is completely humble. When he became a devotee, he was so humble. Lord Chaitanya, wow, so humble. He was hearing, as a young sannyasi, he was hearing for 7 days. He was hearing impersonal Mayavada explanation of Vedanta Sutra from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Humbly hearing for 7 days without a single protest. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, you are hearing for 7 days without any question, any sign. I don't know what's in your mind. Tell me what's in your mind. Do you understand at all what I'm saying? Maybe you don't understand a single thing, but then tell me you don't understand. Explain yourself. Then Lord Chaitanya said, I understand Vedanta, but your view, I don't understand. Your view is not correct. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Lord Chaitanya is a young sannyasi, and Sarvabhauma has vatsalya towards him. He wants to protect him. He is young and beautiful sannyasi who is just singing and dancing. He said, he's so beautiful, he will not be able to maintain his sannyasa. He will be attracted by opposite sex, and he will, fall down. I have to establish him in the knowledge. He had a good intention. But when we heard this young boy now wants to teach me, and he says, I don't know anything, he became, okay, then you explain. I want to hear you. Give your and then when Lord Chaitanya started explaining, Sarvabhauma was finished. It was such explanation. He realized this, and later he realized this is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. So this is the qualities of Lord. When He is proud, He manifests supreme pride. When He is humble, He manifests supreme humility. Yes. So in this way, this is devotional. We can apply all the qualities, apply them in their proper way. So that's how Narottam Thakur says, no, we can apply calm, lust, by becoming lusty to hear about Krishna. I want to serve Krishna, to serve devotees. In this way, lust becomes transformed. I can become greedy for hearing the holy names, for chanting the holy names. In this way, I can become angry also. Hanuman became angry. We can become angry on our anarthas. We can become angry when somebody offends a devotee. So there are ways to engage even these qualities, to engage them in devotional service. Srila Prabhupada was proud of Krishna. He was always walking, not very like this. Srila Prabhupada was walking very, very aristocratically. very, how you say, straight, proud on Krishna. And he was very bold. Srila Prabhupada was very bold, but he was so humble. We could see this. We could see this in his preaching, in Srila Prabhupada's preaching. When he was, for example, just one example, he was giving one class, and he was speaking about first class, Brahmanas are first class, second class are Kshatriyas, and then he was speaking today. People are just fifth class, sixth class, seventh class. It's just out of all, criteria. And then there was a question from the audience. Please tell me, which class are you? So Prabhupada explained, I am the servant of all classes. He said the truth. He said the truth. He's serving all of class. What he serves to give us all love of Krishna. Krishna, but to deliver us from the ignorance. This is the service of Guru. So I'm serving all the classes. He said, I'm the servant of all classes. He didn't say I'm first class. No, this is not a devotee. No, devotee never will think out. This is the bhakti in the mode of ignorance. And when you think I'm a first class, that is tamasi bhakti. But a real devotee always thinks, no, I'm not good. I'm just in the mercy. Even Srila Prabhupada said, no, I don't. My only credit is that I accepted with my full heart the order of my Guru. I executed it. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much, dear devotees. Prabhuji, Damba. I'm servant of Krishna. Yeah. Ananda Sindhu. Yeah. Excellent. Abhiman is like this pride, no? Yeah. Excellent, yeah. This was Prabhuji, maybe, I don't know if you're on the video, he's heard, so I'll repeat. Prabhuji had a wonderful shloka. It's from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yeah, he quoted wonderful shloka about how one thinks to substantiate this Srila Prabhupada's mood of servant and being proud of to be servant. Abhiman, being proud of that I'm a servant of Krishna. I enjoy so much happiness in this mood. That the Brahmananda, the happiness of Brahman is just like a small drop in comparison to this happiness of being a servant. That's why even Vishnu himself comes to serve, to become a devotee. That Veta Acharya comes as a devotee, Bhakta Avatar, Avatar as a Bhakta, Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya himself. Krishna's coming to become his own devotee. So even Krishna himself wants to be a servant, enjoy. And that is amazing, how this bhakti is so attractive that even Krishna wants to be a bhakta. And he descends as Lord Chaitanya to taste this devotion. Thank you. 49. Who knows what I've done in my past life? Maybe I was very bad, and then, I got this chance to start early just because you need enough time to purify these demoniac qualities, So Krishna said, I need to bring you early, otherwise you'll not make it. But that's why I bring you early, so you can work and purify yourself, and that's how it goes. Yes, and then, my whole family later they all became devotees. Yeah, that must be, it's great mercy of Krishna actually, unexpectedly. Yeah, that's why, when I left everything and came to temple, there was one Maharaj in Italy, Ram Govinda Swami. He's from Mexico. He used to preach in Mexico, Ram Govinda Swami, and he came to Italy, to Villa Vrindavana, and I was attending Bhakti program, and then my school time back in Croatia was happening, so I thought, I need to go back. After 2.5 months of temple, I had to go back to school, and this Maharaj came, so I said, Krishna, whatever this Maharaj says, I accept as your final. So I asked him what to do. I was perplexed what to do. What should I do? Should I go back or should I stay? So at this time, this was, 90s, beginning of 90s and 80s, many young people were joining, leaving school, leaving everything, leaving parents. This was in the Balkans, was happening like this. Temples were full with young people. So I asked this Maharaj, what should I do? I tell him, my school is starting soon and I'm on Bhakti program here, which is not yet finished. And what should I do? Please tell me. And I was ready to do anything he said. And I thought he will go back to school, of course. But he said, you are on the best place with the best people. You can safely stay. Just like that, I can just stay. Yeah, you can just stay. That was it. Later, Krishna arranged everything. Everything, because it was sincere, I really did not have any kind of, run away or, skip. I didn't want to skip things, I just wanted true. I wanted to live whatever is appropriate for me. Now is different time, because the movement would not be able to, if you continue like this, breaking schools, it will be very hectic, chaotic. Therefore, like Radhanath Swami established this amazing, he's calling it Radhanath Swami, this amazing, like you have to finish all your school and then you have to work as well for 1 year, then you can join the Brahmacharya ashram. This is like, lasts much longer, but then quality, quality is guaranteed. Quality is guaranteed. Like this quality is not guaranteed, you don't know, because it was this time, it was that time. Somebody would come up great, somebody would just, be there for some time and leave, and it was like this. But I met many great devotees who are still around at that time. Yeah, so Krishna, our beautiful movement is going on and on. It's unstoppable. Even, some devotees think, ISKCON is degrading. No, it's not. It's just growing. And when you grow, naturally there will be, different, But the pure part will always be there. It's, you can always find pure Krishna consciousness. Always. It cannot be lost. It's just not possible. Because there are sincere and pure devotees and strong devotees. There are pure-hearted souls who really sincerely want to serve. They are. So when they are there, there is no, and the new ones are coming who are also very serious and pure. So it's not possible to stop. It may look like that, from the superficial vision, managerial, but in actuality, no way. Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Jai. Bhagavad Gita ki Jai.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.